We are America East.
With more than 100,000 students and nearly 1 million alumni.
Where half of our student athletes have a grade point average of 3.0 or better.
Where our teams prove anything's possible in the NCAA tournament.
And Hartford gets its first ever NCAA tournament win.
We are America East.
Get to know us better at americaeast.com.
Take your mind on an amazing adventure at Stony Brook University. Students work with world-renowned professors to create new knowledge in music, art, science. We've made discoveries that have changed the world, from unknown galaxies to ancient fossils to new species. We've also invented new ways to have fun. And we built a new stadium for our NCAA Division I sports teams. So if you have a mind to get a great education and have a great time doing it, come to Stony Brook University, the university with a mind of its own.
Welcome back to the Stony Brook Sports Report. Really happy to have aboard with us right now Paul Schlickman, the Executive Associate Director of Athletics here at Stony Brook. He's the right-hand man to the Director of Athletics, Jim Fiore. And Paul, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let's first talk about renovation because there's a big project that's going to be done on the basketball arena. Can you give us some guidelines on where you are right now and a timetable?
We're very excited about it. We have an extensive renovation project planned for the Stony Brook University Arena. We're hoping to have a construction project online to begin at the end of our next basketball season, which will be probably April 1st or thereabouts. We're thinking that construction will take the better part of 9 to 10 months. We're hoping that if we need to displace our men's and women's teams and our volleyball teams, that we would only have to do that for a semester. And we're working through the timeline and the logistics of that to figure out where we would put them and how we would house them if that came to fruition.
How exciting is it here? Because you talk about facilities at this university and everyone talks about the football stadium. I mean, it's as good as there is in 1AA football around the country. And now you're going to make your little basketball arena into a top-notch arena as well. So the excitement continues here and continues to grow at the university.
Sure. Well, when everybody comes to the stadium, there's a wow factor. We get it when people come to games for football, for soccer, for lacrosse. And we had a visiting coach just the other day allude to the fact that he thinks our Laval Stadium is one of the 3 best lacrosse venues in the country. So that's high praise. And we're looking to get that wow factor when we renovate our arena. I think we have a good facility for our league right now. I would say we're probably in the top half of the league in terms of quality of facility. But we're looking to really take that to another level and really create a top-notch Division I arena.
Paul, I mentioned that you're the right-hand man to the athletic director, Jim Fiore. Now, you came in when he came in. You were at Yale. You grew to know Jim Fiore from your days when he was working at Dartmouth and Princeton. Almost 4 years now since the two of you have come here. What was it like knowing Jim and now working with Jim?
I owe Jim the world. He gave me a tremendous opportunity here to come and be his right-hand guy and to learn and grow and to take on new responsibilities. And so I'm very grateful for that. It's been an incredible ride with him over the last 4 years, diving into this thing and trying to get it really going in all aspects of the department. So it's been a fun ride. It's been an exhausting ride at times, but I think we're really starting to turn the corner in a lot of ways and see the reap the benefits of our work. And it's been interesting. I would say Jim and I really weren't friends when we were together concurrent as administrators in the Ivy League. He was at Dartmouth and Princeton for a total of about 8 years. I was at Yale for about 10. We had great mutual respect and good working relationships as fellow administrators in the league. And when he got this opportunity here, I was one of the people he contacted, and we started talking, and one thing led to another, and I jumped on the ferry and came over and started 2 weeks after he did. So
yeah, really, it was pretty easy for you to just jump on the ferry and come across the Long Island Sound from Yale.
It made it a relatively easy transition. So I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express for about a month and while I was transitioning, but it's been spectacular. I mean, being at Stony Brook has been the best thing that's ever happened to me professionally, and I'm really indebted to him for giving me that opportunity to be with him.
Let's talk about one of the other things that you do aside from being the Executive Associate Director of Athletics. You're the Division I Selection Chair, part of that committee for the Women's Soccer NCAA Tournament. What's it like to be the chair on a selection committee.
It's been a tremendous experience for me professionally and personally for my growth. And again, I'm thankful for the conference office and for Jim to give me the opportunity and the leave time to do those types of things, because it is very, it's a great growth opportunity. It's to really be on the inside of that process as a part of the committee, and then leading it, the selection process as the chair. Women's soccer is a 64-team field, so it's an extensive field, and it's very important to a lot of people. So you really have your admiration and respect for the process, and your extent of your knowledge of the process really grows as you're involved with that. So it's been a tremendous experience.
You know, let's stay with the women and break it down here at home. As long as we're talking about women's sports, how about what the lacrosse team has done here with Allison Comito and the job that her women have done?
Unbelievable. You know, they're taking on her personality as a head coach. You know, she's done a tremendous job in a very short period of time. I think they are well prepared. I think they play hard. They're tough, and they're committed to winning, and that's what she's all about. And she's done an unbelievable job getting them to be ready to play every day. Already knocked off two of the perennially top 3 teams in the league. Tough 1-goal loss to UMBC this past weekend. So unbelievable job she's doing, and we're excited about, you know, the home stretch in the conference and where that may take us in the playoffs.
And you know, earlier we had Megan Bryant, the softball coach here, and her women are going great guns right now, 19-11, 7-3 in the America East. So those two programs really carrying through, you know, in the spring here and having lots of fun and winning games as well.
And they're on a little bit of a roll. If we could get the weather to cooperate a little better, we'd be in good shape. And so they're on a roll. Coach Sank's doing a great job early on and getting his team to get some early wins and pile up some wins in the league with 4-game sweep of Maine and 2 out of 3 against Hartford this weekend. We got 1 game to make up, but they're doing a great job.
Paul, mention the right-hand man to Jim Fiore. What is some of the job details that you have to the athletic director working with Jim or working on projects without Jim?
I guess there's 2 aspects to it. There's the technical aspect in terms of what I oversee on a day-to-day basis in the org chart, and that's the budget and facilities and personnel and a lot of our internal functions and operations, if you will, as well as overseeing several sports. I guess the intangible part of it is just being his right-hand guy and trying to be a sounding board for him, trying to be that person that he bends to or goes to bounce things off of, bounce ideas off of. And so there's a lot of intangible aspects to it too, just being there whenever he needs that person and being on call, if you will, for him. And
he really will designate to the people that are working with him. I won't say under him, with him, but he'll look at somebody and say, this is what we have to do. And Jim's words, get it done.
Right.
You like when you hear get it done from Jim?
I do, because it's a challenge. And he's definitely a visionary, and he's definitely an idea guy. And I think that has burned itself out in everything we've done in the last 4 years. I mean, he came in with a vision for what he wanted this place to be and where he wanted to go, and you have to surround yourself with people who can hopefully implement that vision and implement those plans. And so he entrusts a lot of that to his staff, not only to me, but to the rest of our senior staff, and it's a great challenge, and it's good responsibility for us to try and take those things from A to Z. So we enjoy it.
It seems like you're having a great time here, not only working with Jim, but the entire athletic department and the people here at Stony Brook University, because you only hear great things that are happening here at this university.
Well, you know, you hear Jim say it all the time, and we say it internally all the time. The best part about our department is our staff, and we have great people, and at the end of the day, people make it go, and the people are the ones trying to carry out his vision and trying to get things done. And it's not just in athletics. I mean, campus-wide, the people that we encounter are very supportive, from President Kenny on down. So it's really a tremendous environment for us to try and build a top-notch Division I athletics program.
Paul, thanks so much for coming by and talking about the athletic program here at Stony Brook University.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Paul Slickman, the Executive Associate Director of Athletics here at Stony Brook University. When we come back, on deck, Matt Sank, baseball coach at Stony Brook, right after this timeout. Stay with us.
At Stony Brook. At Stony Brook.
We are discoverers. We discovered the cause of Lyme disease. We discovered the drug ReaPro. We discovered the virtual colonoscopy.
We discovered the golden bamboo lemur,